And it's like everything that just happens is for whatever reason. We can say there was a reason, there wasn't a reason. This happened because of this, and it's entirely possible, but I just want to be here now. I don't want to be too distracted at times where I'm either thinking about the past or too lost thinking about the future. I just want to be here most of the time. I just want to be here and present and make sure the me right now is doing good, because the me in the past, I can't do nothing about that. And the me in the future is a blank canvas. I have no idea what's to happen. But I can make things go in a certain direction. That's entirely possible. Trying to put ourselves on the right track. Switch lanes and make sure we're going where we need. And if there's a change in direction that's needed, that's okay. I'm finding peace in whatever decision I come to, knowing I'm with me. I'm with me. 10 times out of 10, 24/7, I'm with me, and that's perfectly fine. I'm not saying everything's going to be perfect. No, I'm not going to say everything's going to be horrible. No, I'm just saying I'm here. I'm here for myself above all, and I think that's what matters. Are you there for yourself? In the times of trouble, in the times of anxiety, in the times of worry, in the times of peace, in the times of joy, in the times of prosperity, you are constantly there with yourself. So maybe in that same sense, it's like you shouldn't be too hard on yourself and just be you. Just be you. Whatever you feel in that moment, that's okay. We have it for a reason. We have all these emotions for a reason. And do I always know why I feel something? No. I know what I'm feeling 8 times out of 10. And most of the time it's just calm, not neutral. But, just finding peace with life and itself and yourself, because I feel like the moment we are okay with who we are as of right now, doesn't mean we can't change, or we can't, doesn't mean we have to stop changing. We can. But I'm just saying, being okay with who you are right now. At bare minimum, just content, okay, this is me right now. Sure, there's things I want to improve and change. I can do that. But, on the basis of me right now, let me just be okay. Let me just be okay with it. I don't have to judge myself, because that's the thing. I think we fall under our own judgment a lot of times. We fall under judgment and criticisms of others too. But then we are slowly just taught that that's how things are. We judge and criticize, and hopefully we don't fall that rabbit hole where we're just constantly judging and criticizing anything and everything. But, sure, we can say it, because, and maybe I do question, does it matter the intention? I think a part of it does. I think a part of it doesn't. Because it's like the intention, they meant well, right? But it's like they did bad. Or in a sense, they could have said it better. Because I don't know, it's many pieces of the puzzle that have to kind of come together. In a sense, time doesn't necessarily exist, as that's used to be one of my biggest worries. Time. I'm running out of time and comparing myself to who I should be. And I let go of that for the most part. I'd like to say I let go of it, but I don't. I think there's still a part of me that still clings on to time. Because, progress comes into play. Progress, growth. And time is just there. It's there. So over time you grow. Or over time, you improve. And I don't think time is necessarily something to take it into account. I don't think so, but I have a habit of doing it at times. And I understand that. That's why I'm making the most effort I can to change it. You know, as much as I want to be, what's the word? As much as I want to be punctual and efficient, it's like I know when be okay with letting things happen, you know, letting my schedule get thrown off. It's a little bit annoying at times, but okay. Okay. And I wonder how different people find their own peace. Obviously, it's through living life. That's one thing we can say for certain. It's living, being alive, you know, trying things out in one area, but also being able to experience it. Because something can happen, but you just kind of shut yourself off from it. You know, you don't really take into account what you felt, how that made you think, what you did, you know? Because the same way I can try something new and just kind of ignore if it was like I had a good experience in trying it. I could have hated it, if anything. I could have hated it, but I enjoyed the experience. And that's just something that, you know, is crucial. It's like, okay, you know, regardless of the result of whatever this is, as long as I just thoroughly enjoyed it, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. Because I don't know, I think it's the memories that really just make the life great. You know, the memories we create, the memories we experience or, you know, think of. But also an awareness to not get too lost into those memories where you're just like so stuck in the old ways that you can't see or can't experience nothing new or don't recognize what's in front of you. Saying and it's like that one thing, it's like you don't realize it till it's gone. You know, when you're 10, you're like having fun. You don't think of nothing. You're just living life. You're in the present. Boom, 10 years pass. You're like, wow, I really missed my early childhood. And you're just kind of lamenting over it. You're just like, I really wish I could go back, ignoring the life you have right now, early 20s. And you have experiences that are fun, enjoyable, and things like that that you don't really think of till you hit, boom, that's another 10 years. You're 30. You're like, wow, my 20s was actually amazing. I actually thoroughly enjoyed it. You're like, I wish I could go back. And it's the same cycle that repeats. And I hope we realize that it's like that we can stop that cycle right now. You know, sure, the past was great, but let me be here right now. And sometimes you have to bring yourself back. I have to do that too. You know, if there's so much things going on around me, I'm like, okay, let me just breathe and let me just calm down. Let me just chill. But for the most part, I'm always just here. Like, it's very rare when me personally, I feel like I'm so out of it. And I think I've just got better at it over time. You know, because I could say 2 years ago, 3 years ago, I was just not in the right headspace. I was in a terrible mind state. And, you know, I couldn't see life for what it was. The blessings I had, the people around me who also made life great. You know, sure, I enjoyed plenty moments with them, but there was this feeling of heaviness on me at the same time, and I'm like, okay, you know, that has to get dealt with. That has to be, I don't want to say defeated, but that has to be at least like looked into. It has to be accepted, embraced. And we have to embrace it, you know, the ugly and the beautiful, and the plain and the ordinary, and the exciting and the, you know, adventurous, all of it. We just embrace it for what it is. And, you know, it could be an ordinary moment, but it's beautiful. You know, just was late night watching a movie with some family. Or it could be, okay, you're going hiking with some friends and it's exciting. Or, you know, it could be the loss of a family member, but sure, it's painful, but it makes you realize, like, you know, life isn't, we aren't forever. We give ourselves back to earth, and it's like, life is beautiful, but it can also come with pain. But it's about finding that peace in everything. Because even so, it's like drama, right? We say drama, gossip. It's fun in a way because it's like, oh, you're talking about whoever and whatever. But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't see it as helpful, But that's maybe just me being as efficient or, whatever, that part of me that's like, okay, if you got a problem with someone, take it to them. And as much as you should, you can have a genuinely deep and, eye-opening conversation. But I have a feeling like a lot of people don't know how to, or don't even know how to start it. So people say things in a roundabout way that can come off as harmful or hurtful. And that's where a lot of problem lies at times. We say things that the meaning, we have a clear meaning, but the way we go about it is not the best. And it's trying to find the best way to say it, or trying to find out how to speak about it. That can be a struggle. Because it's like, it also matters who you're talking to. Who are you talking to, and how is their personality like? Are they want to even consider it? Consider what you're saying and think about it, ponder over it. I don't know. Because it's like, I think a lot more friction is released after the fact. You said what you said, and if things end there, they end there. If not, not. Because it's something that's going to come up later. It's going to happen later. It's a problem that's just not going to go away. And it's just finding a solution to be okay with whatever happens. Any problem that happens, whatever solution comes out of it, that's okay. It's the fact that you tried something. You tried something. And I don't know if every problem is supposed to be solved. And I don't think you can solve every problem, because if we're talking about humans and people and relationships, it's two sides of a coin. Why do they do what they do? What do they think about it? And what do they think about what you say? Because I don't know, it's a sort of lightness after all of that is said and done. That's what I think. It's all that heaviness is just gone. That burden on your shoulders is lifted. And even so, sometimes it's with yourself, trying to find peace within yourself. Or trying to accept all the mistakes you did. And, it might take time, but it's okay. That's okay. Time is a factor, but it don't matter. Time just passes. Time passes. We'll spend it somehow. We're always spending it somehow. So don't think too heavily on it. That's how I get by. I think that's about it. See ya.